What's going on, B-Risers? I hope you guys are doing fabulous. We be rising every day. First live stream, I think we got it going. We be smelling the flowers every day. Check out this. Hello, autumn. So, smells so good. Thanks to my friend who got me these. I love them. Got some cranberries on here. And I wanted to talk about, first of all, I hope you guys are doing well. Let's start with one of my favorite songs that will set the mood here. And here we go.
Reach for the sky. Hold your head up high for tonight and every night. You're a superstar, and don't you be afraid. Think of all the friends you made, like any other night.
That's Love Inc. Who knows Love Inc. You're a Superstar, one of my favorite songs. But hope you guys are doing well. And it's nice to see some of you guys here. This is kind of like just a random live. And I wanted to go over healed naturally. So people are still asking me questions. Am I healed of ovarian cyst, endometriosis? Yes, that's all gone. And I have an ultrasound to prove it. So you guys can just search ultrasound ovarian cyst, and it's one of my popular videos, and you can see that the ovarian cyst and endometriosis is gone. And that's just spending some time cleansing and detoxifying the body, and it can take some time to really get in there and start cleansing the body and bringing in the herbs to do that. And I wanted to talk about how it's also important to focus on your emotions too, and really just surrender, let go of anyone that's giving you anxiety, fear, stress, because that is acidic to the body. And changing your environment to a more peaceful, calm environment. Playing maybe some music every day just to set the tone for the day, just to get you in a calm state. Super, super helpful. But today's live, I wanted to go over just 5 steps that have helped me to not get consumed with all the fear, maybe the stress, anxiety that's going on, because there's so much of it out there. And especially coming off this, for us Canadians, Thanksgiving weekend, some of you may have got into maybe politics or those types of conversations, and that can bring up a lot of anxiety and stress in people. So I wanted to just talk about some steps that have helped me, and maybe it'll help you. And it's important to always find peace and look at the environment that you're in, the people that you're surrounding yourself with. So the 5 steps to not get consumed by anxiety and fear. Number 1 is paying attention, having some self-awareness to you may be getting too caught up in everything that's going on out here in this external world. And if you get too caught up in the external world, it can just pull you in and you can get sucked in, and then you start getting consumed and start living in that fear-based mentality. So number 1, it's important when you're feeling stressed, when you're feeling anxiety, to go within, because that is where you're going to find peace and some calmness. And it's important to realize, have some self-awareness that you're getting too caught up in this external world, and to go within. Step number 2 is to shut it off, shut it all off. And that even means, technology, the media, television, maybe your phone, maybe listening to negative people. It's sometimes you have to get out of that environment, go into nature, go to some spot that brings you some peace, some calmness, and shut off everything that you're tuning into. That's, pumping out fear, that's pumping out anxiety. You want to really get away from all of that. So shut it off and get your butt into nature. Turn on some calming music. What we got right here. How calming is that? Let's turn it up. Some healing music. And just simply breathe. Focus on your breathing. So that's where music really helps. Actually, I think I'm going to play this as I'm talking. So it's important to shut it all off. Shut off the news. There's a really good, was it Willie Nelson's son? I think his name's Lucas Nelson. Have you guys heard of his song, Turn Off the News and Grow a Garden? Such a simple message, but very profound. And what we need to focus on, what we need to do is turn off the news. A lot of the news, you guys know, is fear-based. And a lot of the news pumps out, they want your attention, basically. So, and a lot of you guys know that. So they're going to pump out, shocking news, controversial news, drama. They know people, that's how they get people's attention. So a lot of these news stories is just a story and lacks truth. So shut it all off, turn off the news, go into nature, grow a garden, plant a tree, plant your feet on the ground, take off your shoes, touch a tree. That will calm you down immensely. And realize that everything's energy, right? So we have to be conscious and aware of the energy we're interacting with daily. If we're in a negative, toxic environment, it's going to be a mirror, right? Unless we have such a good protection, we protect our energy, and that takes time, that we can just ricochet it. We can just bounce off that negative energy and not bring it in. But that takes a lot of time to develop that self-awareness, that strength to make sure that you have like almost this invisible shield around you, that you're not going to let anything come into your internal terrain. It's not going to affect you. So realize that there's this energy mirror, and you want to make sure that you're interacting with positive people that are going to inspire you, help you, and navigate you on a more fulfilling, happy life, healthy, happy life. So important to recognize everything is energy, and you want to protect your energy now more than ever. So sometimes you have to distance yourself, create boundaries to protect your energy. And a lot of empaths know that. And you have to take some time out to put yourself first. And that is self-care. So it's okay to do that. It's not being selfish. It's actually, you're being selfless, because then you can give more and help people when you protect your energy. And the next step, I would say the fourth step, is to, and I've talked about this before, is to change your focus and to start focusing on the positives and not just focus on all the negatives out there. If we can get again, that self-awareness, look at what you're tuning into every day, what your eyes are focusing on. If it's just all the negative stuff going on in the world, that can, create a negative mind frame. So we want to change our focus and start looking at the beauty, start looking at the positives of this world. And there's so much beauty in this world. So important to look at what you're focusing on daily and make sure that you are focusing on the beauty, on the positives. It's not just all doom and gloom. Of course we have to recognize what's going on and find, truth so that we don't get swayed and, we don't get manipulated. But it's important to not just focus on all the doom and gloom out there. Focus on the beauty and the positives. That's going to help you immensely. Sometimes you may have to read affirmations daily if you're working on your confidence, your self-confidence. You need to start looking at reprogramming the mind and telling yourself you are good enough, you can do this. You have the power. We have the power within us to create the world we want to see. And it takes shining the light on yourself to do that. The fifth step is to start consuming more love, to start doing what you love. That's going to help you immensely, because sometimes when we get too caught up in the fear out there, the anxiety, the stress, it's a sign, really, if you have that anxiety coming up, it's a sign like you got to start focusing on doing more of what you love, whatever that is, whether that's planting a tree, growing a garden, getting out in nature, riding a bike, painting, playing music, working on a car, whatever it is for you that lights you up. It means you need to start focusing your attention on doing more loving things that bring you happiness, and that will bring you some fulfillment. And you'll also notice when you do what you love, you get more energy from it. So it's not energy draining, it's energy generating. And that's the best feeling. So you're on the right track when you're starting to get more energy from doing what you love. So start consuming more love in your life and taking out what's no longer serving you. And that will make space for what does serve you. So getting rid of, say, toxic relationships, distancing yourself from toxic people, creating healthy boundaries. If they're in your family, you need to create those healthy boundaries to protect your energy, and giving your body health and happiness. So eating healthy foods. I talk a lot about grapes, berries, leafy greens, getting in those green smoothies or juices, and then surrounding yourself with doing happy, doing something for yourself, really. So whether that is exercising, meditation, super beneficial to deep breathe, calm your mind, really focus on being in the present moment, just simply observing and focusing on your breath. That will take you out of your mind if your thoughts are racing or if you're in too much stress. It's a warning sign from your body that you need to focus on more peace and calmness in your life. And when you do that, we'll all be rising, you guys know. First live stream, we might do this more often. I'm going to open up the chat to figure out how I will do that, but I'd love to do a Q&A as well, because I like interacting with you guys. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. We'll maybe do a Q&A next time, and then I can respond to your questions. And we'll do a live too, so we can just interact right there. So I hope you guys are doing well. And as always, be your beautiful selves. Don't change for no one. Be getting in some healthy whole foods from Mother Nature, and be getting into nature. When you do that, we'll all be right.